Pay close attention, my darling, because the message I am about to share with you today will rock your worldview to its very core. She is no longer able to manipulate your life as she did before, turning him against you, driving a hole between your emotions, and causing all that turmoil. Her hitherto formidable influence over him has crumbled. He is now liberated, unburdened, and free from her control since she removed the bonds she had coiled around his spirit. This is a watershed moment in your story, my love. Your suffering, the things you have seen, and the uncertainty that has plagued your emotions are all coming to a close. All of her power over him, her sway over him, and the web of manipulation she woven around him had evaporated. Her sense of mastery has been shattered. Listen, my darling, this didn't happen suddenly or without effort. What happened next was stunning in and of itself. This was an eruption, a sudden and unexpected display of tremendous strength. Something that no one could have predicted came to life last night, something quite spectacular and completely unexpected. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill conclusion that you could ignore. This was a life-altering incident, no doubt about it. The devastation and eruption caused by this will be felt for a long time. The lady who twisted the hearts of people around her with her acts and caused all this pain made a choice. It was an irreversible decision that shattered the universe she had built. It was daring, careless, and final. She was completely uncaring and driven solely by her ego to exert dominion, control, and manipulation. However, by doing so, she set in motion a chain reaction that no one had foreseen. However, she was the one responsible for their bond breaking. The life she had hoped to construct for you and the one she loved has crumbled to dust. What she intended to unite them has ended up causing them to fall apart. You must be asking what on earth transpired. Everything she had built crumbled. What could have been so shocking and life-altering that it caused this? My beloved, I vow to you. Pay close attention to the details. However, I must insist that you listen to this before I divulge them and before the seriousness of this situation sinks in. The right thing has happened. Eventually, she became entangled in the web of deceit, manipulation, and falsehoods. Subtle layers of deceit were lifted, exposing the truth in a manner that could not be denied. Listen, my darling, this isn't merely about her collapse. The cosmos is rearranging itself to accommodate you. So much has happened to you, you have endured innumerable hardships, felt the pain of betrayal, and been confused. You have no idea how small this moment and this insight are in the grand scheme of things. Her dominance over him was always temporary. It was never intended to last. Neither chance nor accident broke it. Heaven intervened, I assure you. Somehow, the truth was certain to emerge. Time would eventually run out. It was perfect timing, as the cosmos, in its boundless wisdom, understood. The truth needed to be brought to light. He could no longer put up with the deceit and deception that had harmed his heart and, by extension, yours. At long last, the road is opening up because the truth had to come out. Piece by piece, the seemingly insurmountable challenges are crumbling away. The path ahead is starting to become more transparent, open, and honest. Oh, my darling, this is about more than just one person. I am focusing on you. All it's about is getting what's rightly yours back. What matters most is that you experience the love, joy, and happiness that are destined for you. What I am about to tell you will open your eyes in ways you can't even begin to fathom, so hold on for a second, my darling, because I want you to understand. Truth tends to bubble to the surface when you finally grasp it and see it for what it really is. And as a means of coming into being, regardless of how much time elapses while it remains concealed in the shadows. The truth will eventually leak out. When you're ready to know all that's going on, hit 111 and like this message. Press the button if you're prepared to accept the reality that's about to be revealed. What this woman accomplished was absolutely out of this world, my darling. The error wasn't little or an isolated incident of shame. She couldn't simply turn around and walk away from the foolish choice. It was intentional on her part. A daring move. That was it. It seemed as if the very air froze in astonishment at her arrival, her deeds, and her decisions. A surprising culmination of her manipulativeness, brutality, and obsession with control occurred. She relentlessly tried to separate you from the person you love, and this is the same lady who did it. She manufactured animosity by planting seeds of doubt, manipulating feelings, and stretching the truth. You felt the weight of the walls she placed between your hearts every day. They were high and formidable. There was the agony of growing apart from the one who should have been at your side. You felt the loneliness, the bewilderment, and the isolation. I wasn't a child, and the pain was overwhelming at times. Every step was clouded in uncertainty. Something extraordinary occurred last night. There was a shift. She settled on an option. The decision was so unexpected and consequential that it has affected everyone involved in significant ways. It wasn't your average decision. You couldn't turn a blind eye to or ignore that choice. Yes, this was the decision that broke everything. The ground crumbled under her feet. It shattered the facade of mastery she had laboriously cultivated. She has set in motion an irreversible process. Her actions have caused damage that will be felt for a long time. This, however, is the crucial component. She no longer has the power to control the person you care about. She is no longer able to control him. His shackles, which had chained him to her control, had been removed. Here is where the higher plan enters the picture, my darling. This was not an accidental occurrence. It was more than a coincidence. It is as if a higher power is orchestrating all of this with a supernatural hand. Last night's decisions were indicative of more than simply her egotism and lack of self-control. They paved the way for the facts to come to light. Her careless behavior revealed her true character. Her lie-based foundation started to disintegrate as the truth was brought to light. It was unbearable. That wasn't supposed to be. I know what you're thinking. Why now? What gave this moment its timing? No brainer here. The moment had come. There is no more putting off the inevitable revelation of the truth because of the way the cosmos operates in its mystifying ways. The cosmos would not stand for her dishonesty. Persisting falsehoods couldn't be tolerated. There had to be a lifting of the curtain so that everyone could see the truth and the way could be made clear. And now, my love, the way is becoming plain. The once gloomy and unknown future is starting to shine with hope. Everything you need to live the life you were destined to lead and experience love is there at your fingertips. The previously subservient individual is now able to exercise his or her own autonomy. This, my darling, is the first step towards a magnificent future. Join me because the next big thing will change everything. In the life that lies ahead, which is one filled with love, clarity, and the long-awaited revelation of the truth, the things I am about to tell you will equip you. This is only the first step. When one chapter closes, another one begins. Keep going. Belief in the method. Have faith in the cosmos. You are about to embark on an incredible journey. Pay close attention, my darling. Because what I'm about to tell you will alter the course of your life forever. Listen with all your being. This is a message for the spirit, the heart, and the soul as well. Listen closely, because what I'm about to say could be the turning point in your life that you've been searching for. She broke off contact with him last night. Indeed, it was this man who sought to destroy what you held dear, your home, your hopes, and the love you clung to with such ferocity. He abandoned the life he had sworn to destroy and went away. It was an essential, though difficult, decision that she made. The connection she had battled so hard to maintain broke off, and with it, the anarchy and devastation she had thought she needed to survive. After years of captivity, she finally broke free, opting for calm instead of chaos, love instead of suffering, and light instead of shadows. No longer was there a conflict between sentiments. She fought for what was to come, and in the end, she won. She made a significant choice. It was historic. It was the last chapter, and as she left the past behind, the future's doors opened, showing her the way that had been beckoning her the whole time. And now, my darling, you are being shown the same way. You have weathered the tempest. Battles that looked never-ending and obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome are behind you. However, the clouds are lifting, and something truly extraordinary is about to happen right before your eyes. You have been patiently waiting for this time, and it has finally arrived. I understand that it doesn't seem that way. Doubts are natural for you. The wounds from that hurt are still fresh in your mind and emotions. Listen up, though. Now is the time for you to stand up. Nevertheless, I have a confession to make. It will need more than your personal strength to bring this victory to fruition. You are not the center of this. Effort and human will cannot compare to its magnitude. My darling, no. Yours is undoubtedly a holy calling. This is more than a physical triumph. A spiritual triumph has been achieved. Right now is when you'll be able to stand up in prayer. When this happens, it's because of a spiritual connection or intervention that will propel you to new heights. You won't be by yourself, but you won't be able to do it either. Praying will bring you the power to overcome obstacles, the serenity to overcome inner turmoil, and the healing to mend long-suffering scars. Just pray is more than just mutter a few words into thin air. It holds the secret to finding the solace and renewal your soul has been yearning for. You can't go from your past to your future without it. linking your present challenges to your future fate. Please hear me out on this. It is no longer your battle to wage. Your burden of suffering has persisted for an extremely long time. You have spent countless nights tossing and turning, trying to make sense of the events that unfolded as they did. You have been anxious about what's to come, second-guessed your decisions, and doubted your emotions. It is time to put everything down now, my darling. The burden you've been bearing is now lifted from you. Joining forces, we will invoke a divine force that is unparalleled in your experience. It is the ability to mend broken things, bring back stolen possessions, and alter the course of your entire existence. Possessing this power puts you in control of an energy that surpasses all other forces in existence. All you have to do is have faith and believe. My darling, the prayer we are going to say will alter the course of history. The words of this prayer are more than words, they mark a turning point. You can put an end to your battle by doing this. That burden that you have carried for an excessive amount of time. The fight that has sapped your strength and deprived you of happiness. However, that battle has come to a close and something fresh, lovely, and holy has begun with this moment, this prayer. The goal here goes beyond simply getting back what was lost. Getting your money back is simply part of it. This is about finally taking the first step towards the triumph that has been awaiting you the whole time. An accomplishment that has always been predetermined for you, even before your birth. Greatness is in your destiny. You were born to be prosperous. You were born to be a star. You must now stand up. Belief in the method. Have faith that your entire life up to this point has been preparing you for this particular moment. There was a bigger picture, even though it didn't make sense or appear like anything was going wrong. This is the time where all your hard work, perseverance, and tears have paid off. You are at last prepared to live out your life's purpose. Praying will bring you an indescribable strength, an ethereal peace, and a miraculously beautiful repair. The mending process has started, even though you can't see it just yet. The change is already underway. You are about to enter a new chapter, one that is brimming with optimism, love, plenty, and grace from on high. Join me in this prayer by giving this video a like and typing Amen before you do so, for this is the time for change. Here it is, waiting for you. Just follow my lead. Day and night, O holy life, which is so radiant and kind, illuminate my way. I pray that sunshine will shine through the clouds and lead prosperity my way. May good fortune pursue a path of splendor, like the sun that never sets. Fill my heart with boundless aspirations and my existence with luminous streams. Help the tender seedlings I've planted to grow. May your harvest be bountiful and equitable. The sun's rays are a gift that riches should relish. Embrace any environment as their home. Get rid of the uncertainties, the fears, and the shadows. Keep the spirit of promise and hope close. Fill my life with grace, beauty, and love as you envelop me in your golden embrace. O radiant sun, who rules the heavens below. May I discover treasure in all things. As I listen to your everlasting music, my faith becomes stronger. I pray that your love illuminates my entire being, dispelling any shadows and bringing me joy and optimism. I pray that my emotions would flow in harmony with yours. May you hold my hand while I walk this earth. May your peace fill my soul, your wisdom enlighten my thoughts, and your joy fill my heart. I declare my triumph in this heavenly illumination. I am fully embracing the richness that is right now. May the sun's rays illuminate my life and bestow blessings upon me. May it be well with whatever I come into contact with. Furthermore, may the way I live testify to the sanctity of your grace. Watch the video and select, try 6, to access the prayer for plenty. There are those whom you can lean on. Your success is assured, and your metamorphosis is well underway.